Welcome to Toffee TV. Here is the match reaction. It finished Everton 2, Liverpool 2 at Goodison Park today in a action-packed Merseyside Derby. 237th Merseyside Derby. It was a game full of emotions, but was also, again, massively weird not being there and seeing it all unfold. Before the game, Everton named their strongest team. Welcome back Alan into the starting 11, and of course Andre Gomez. They'd missed the last game, and we'd had our players back from international duty. Liverpool named a very strong lineup as well. I think it was I'd seen something the other day, said the first time that front three had started against Everton, and to be honest, Liverpool flew out the traps. We couldn't live with them in the opening 10 minutes. They were all over us. They were brilliant, moving the ball quickly, and we struggled to really get any kind of foothold in the game. They took the lead after about 3 minutes, I think it was. It was a poor goal from Everton's perspective, but obviously it was a really well taken goal. Good move over on the far side. Robertson done well, cut it back, and Mane smashed it home into the roof of the net, and you start to think, here we go again. And then obviously there was a moment that was a bit of luck for Everton, but it wasn't very, Jordan Pickford didn't cover himself in any glory, and obviously injured Virgil van Dijk in the meantime. He went out, ball come into the box, and the ball flicks on and Van Dijk goes, and Pickford's trying to make himself big, I guess, but when you watch it again, it's not a very good tackle, and he got away with it because had it not been offside, then it would have been a penalty to Liverpool, and he probably would have seen red. It wasn't, and it wasn't given, and Van Dijk left the pitch, and then Liverpool from that moment just looked very, very shaky at the back. It's obviously a massive drop off Joe Gomez for Virgil van Dijk. So, Everton got into the game and got themselves level and started really getting a foot in the game, and got a corner, ball whipped in, great header Michael Keane, roof of the net, 1-1, and then you're thinking, can we build on it? And Liverpool still had a lot of the ball. That would have been a game plan anyway. Was that, was something you thought, Liverpool champions, great in possession, work so hard out of possession. Well, the easiest thing to do is try to give them the ball and hit them on the break. And we got in a couple of times, but, we didn't really do that much to trouble them in the first half. I don't think they did that much either. And so you got in at half time, 1-1, and you're thinking, right, we've got to come and step it up this second half. And again, Liverpool started getting on the ball, but then Everton really forced their way into the game and had two opportunities that might have turned it in our favour. The first one, a fantastic ball by James Rodriguez, incredible ball really, and the ball's laid across by Michael Keane, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the form he's been in, you'd have expected him to tuck it under Adrian, but he misses his kick, and Adrian makes a good block. And you're thinking, oh my God, was that the moment? And then obviously we had another one a few minutes later, again, James Rodriguez shifting the ball, great ball in on the Charles, and it's the post with a downward header, and had it been on target, it was a goal. Adrian wasn't getting near it. So those were two moments where you're thinking, can we win this game? And then there was an incident in it that I thought was a red card for Andy Robertson. I thought there was no way it couldn't be a red card. Running with Alan. Mina gives him a little nudge, but he just boots Alan off the ball for no reason. They looked at it, he didn't even get a yellow card for it, which was absolutely bizarre. And this, he'd escaped for the share pull, which is an automatic yellow card as well in the first few minutes. So he got away with that one there, did Robertson. But Liverpool got back in front, ball into the box. Yerry Mina, not a great clearance, just flicking it up, but Salah volleyed it brilliantly into the corner net, and you started to fear the worst then. And for the next 5 minutes or so, Thiago, who was really good for Liverpool, they took over, and you started looking, thinking this could be 3 or 4-1 because they looked so comfortable once it went 2-1. But fair play to Everton, he carried on, he stuck in there. Luca Dean does ever so well down the left, brilliant ball in, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, you're just not beating him in the air like that. It's a brilliant downward header for 2-2. And then, can we go on and win the game? Liverpool are always a threat without a shadow of a doubt, and they were prompt. And I think both teams were going for it. Adrian made a good save from James Rodriguez. And I just want to talk about James Rodriguez in this game, because obviously he's played a lot of games and he's just been away to Colombia and comes back in to the side. You know, today they did a little bit of a warm-up session yesterday, and he comes in today. And while he wasn't in the game all the time, the moments he got on the ball with that left foot, incredible. Played some unbelievable passes today, and a little bit, you could tell he was just a little bit tired in that second half. But again, cut in at that shot which Adrian made the save, created the opportunity for a Richarlison which hit the post. Just a lovely footballer, and you know, if Everton keep him fit, what a fantastic player. And he done incredibly well, given he had, like I say, he'd had a busy week with Colombia. So the players have got a week now, a week's rest. They can recuperate and you know, be ready to go next week. But I thought he'd done really well, considering he's been halfway down the world. So excellent from him. Pickford made a really good save as well from Mo Salah. He made an absolutely brilliant save from, I think it was Joel Matip off a header off, was it Fabinho Matip? Brilliant save by Pickford. Both teams really going for it. And then obviously Everton see red, Richarlison sees red. I'm not going to defend him here. It was a red card. There's no question about it for me. It was a red card, and it was a stupid challenge. It really was a stupid challenge. There was the referee. I was going to say the only thing was he gave the foul before it, but it was a red card. So I'm not going to defend him. It was ridiculous. And he's got to learn. He misses 3 games now for a challenge in the centre circle that didn't really need to be made. You know, go in and make yourself, you know, get yourself in front of Thiago and try and get a blocking. It was a red card. He went through him and no complaints. And that's the frustrating thing. And then obviously you're thinking 10 men, we haven't got a chance here. And Liverpool did what you're fearing would happen and scored. Lovely ball by Thiago in down the back. It's cut back and Henderson hits it straight at Jordan Pickford. When he left his foot and Pickford's hand was there, I thought, that's all right. And it somehow goes in, you know. And this is Jordan Pickford. He's made 3 really good saves today. One from Trent Alexander-Arnold in the first half, the free kick. He's made 3 really good saves, 1 brilliant save, 3 really good saves today. And that one almost cost us. So you are sort of pulling your hair out with him. I know a lot of Blues have had enough of him. The manager, I don't know. I think the manager's looking and casting an eye on him and thinking, is he really good enough? I don't know. Today, when he's making those brilliant athletic saves, you think, yeah, he is, but then there's that, which we got away with. I think it was a goal. The rules say it wasn't. When you look at it, it's incredibly harsh. Obviously, as an Evertonian, I'm absolutely delighted. Would have only been better to be in the stadium and see, you know, the players celebrate like the Gerrard one of, you know, years ago when they thought they'd won it. But it is an incredibly harsh decision because you're talking millimetres. And this, again, I guess, is why, you know, the Arsene Wenger rule, whereas if any party is onside, then that favours the attackers. Because at the minute, it isn't favouring the attackers. We had one in, might have been Gomez was in down the back and Richarlison was in down the back and he put the flag up. When you look at it, again, you talk, you know, with the Arsene Wenger rule, they'd be onside and Liverpool would have won it. But it wasn't to be. And then we go and get a free kick in the last seconds and you're thinking, is this, you know, we've had the rub of the green there. We've got 10 then. Is this the moment that we win the game in injury time, the last kick of the game? And James Rodriguez plays it to the back post. And if Dom can just get his header back across the goal, we had 3 or 4 waiting to knock it in. And unfortunately, heads it straight into Adrian's arms. And that's the end of the game. But like I say, action-packed Merseyside Derby. We haven't lost. You're slightly disappointed because we had chances at 1-1, which could have turned it our way. And you're disappointed because this ridiculous run goes on where we haven't beat them. The plus points to take out of it was at 93 minutes or whenever it was, I'd have bit your hand off for 2-2. And also coming back twice, which was a big thing against the best team in the land, is a big thing, and hanging on in there. So we've drawn the game, we're still top of the league, and that's something to be positive about. So 2-2, good game. Like I say, the disappointing thing is Richarlison being red carded. But that's the way it is. Man of the match. I also thought Ben Godfrey did quite well for his debut, playing out of position. A couple of times he was out of position, but in general he got blocks in. I thought he did well. My man of the match today, though, I will probably give Alan the man of the match, because I thought, despite the opening 20 minutes when he couldn't get near Liverpool, I thought he stuck to his task, got some important tackles in. and was a pest really for them all day. So I think he probably would get my man of the match. But listen, you know, a game where we lost Seamus Coleman as well after 20 minutes, which, you know, was a big thing as well. We've come out of it with a point and we move on. We have to move on. So there you go, 2-2 Merseyside Derby. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Check out all of the rest of the after match content as well. See you later.